Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Mamapreneur Podcast. My name is Robbin. I am your amazingly fabulous hostess with the mostest in blue today. Welcome to one of many interviews that I'll be doing today, spotlighting some amazing women, entrepreneurs from all over the country, everyone that does such amazing things. I mean, you're going to hear just a nice mix. This is number 3 of the day, 3 of 6 of the day. You get to hear from ladies that we've had email list, you've had homestead, and get ready for the firecracker that's about to come to the stage in just a moment. I cannot wait for you guys to meet Tianna and just the knowledge. Get ready. So get your pen, your paper, your notes section, your transcription. Get ready because she's amazing. So can't wait for you guys to meet her. So before I bring her up, would like to introduce myself. I'm Robbin. I'm the hostess of the Mamapreneur Podcast. Been doing this show for a little over 5 years. The main show as of last night was 115 episodes, intentionally spotlighting women-owned businesses from all over the world, giving them global exposure for their brands while building community. We're not supposed to do this thing called life alone, let alone business. And so not only just to say, hey, I have a business, but say, hey, I have community along the way. That can speak your name in rooms that you're not a part of. So I love being able to build that community and do just that. So if you're a woman-owned business and you're watching me right now, or you're watching the replay, hey, I am now accepting guest spots for the podcast. So if you're looking for more visibility and for new eyes and new ears to know about you, what you do, and results you can bring, I'll post a Calendly link in the show notes at some point for you guys to book some time with me to learn more about the Mamapreneur Podcast, learn about me. I get to learn more about you and your brand and kind of tell you what that looks like as being a guest on the show. And yeah, it's a fun vibe. It's a fun time. And I love to see the ladies, their growth even after the fact, once they've been on the show, and to see where they are, 6 months down the line, a year down the line, and see the growth of them as entrepreneurs, but the growth of their businesses as well. It's always really cool to see. All right. Also, if you are looking for more visibility, even just, yes, the podcast, even beyond that, I host a monthly visibility webinar. Next month is coming up September 7th. It's the Mamapreneur Visibility Webinar, where I help women and moms prepare themselves to get on stages, whether you want to get on a podcast, start a podcast, you don't know how to pitch yourself. A lot of people, if I were to ask them right now, tell me what you do, who you serve, and what results you can bring in a matter of a minute, you'd be surprised how hard that could be for some business owners. Yes, they know what they can do, but kind of actually talking about it, pitching that to businesses, pitching that for podcasts, pitching that to get on stage. A lot of people don't, quite sometimes don't have the words to put together to get to the point in a matter of a minute. And so I help with that and just preparing them just for the public speaking of it all. Because again, a lot of us want to be speakers, but when we get on stage, may not know where to start. So I help with that as well. So I'm going to bring our amazing guest up because I know she is just dying to get on stage. Watch her face when she comes up.
So excited. I love it.
I just knew I wanted to make you smile today. Okay, we can wrap up now. I've done my job. I made her smile today. Hi, Tianna.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing well. Well, welcome to the Mamapreneur Podcast. I'm so grateful that you're here. I ask this question often, but I know our time in the pitch room, of course, that's a very short time. So I want you to just kind of shed a little bit more light on who you are, what made you say, I wanted to start SMB Marketing, and we'll go from there. I got questions. Go.
Yeah, hi, my name is Tianna. I am the owner of SMB Marketing, which is an SEO and paid ads agency. We help service-based businesses get more leads. I actually started as a performance marketer, which means I did a lot of ads and SEO for really big companies. I had a big career in software. So I was doing a lot of lead generation. Yeah, that's where that's where it came from. And then I had my son 5 years ago, and on mat leave, I was like, I don't want to go back to this. I don't want to do agencies. So I started freelancing. And once I freelanced, actually, as soon as I started my business, I got a message from my old boss, and he was like, thank goodness you finally did this. Like, we've been waiting for this.
Really? Not trying to sway you back in. Like, don't you just want to come back?
No, he was like, you were a horrible employee in the nicest way.
Tell me how you really feel. You know?
I know, right? I was like, yes. But he knew I wanted to be, I didn't know, but he knew I wanted to be a business owner. So I think he could see the entrepreneurial spirit, and I always had these big ideas, and they were like, well, we can't do that. It's not within budget. I'm like, you should tell them this is a thing they should do. So. Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Then the mere thought of, okay, I've started the business. How did that all come about? And then like, oh my God, I got to get clients. And, just the thought of, okay, I'm going at this by myself now. I don't have the company as that, I say, the protective shield of it all. Mm-hmm. Talk about that journey.
It's been pretty wild. So I've had SMB for 2 years. The first year, I pretty much did everything myself. So I had quite a lot of clients. I was working like close to 60 hours a week, burning out very hard, but very happy with what I was doing. And then I started hiring a team, which I have done a lot of project management. I have never managed people before. So it was this huge, all of a sudden I needed people, and I had no idea what to do. My first hire, oh, bless her heart. She's my first like full-time hire. She's still with me, and she has been so understanding. Every time I'm like, well, I've never done this before, so we're going to have to figure this out as we go.
We're winging it. Yes.
It's just always been kind of a call it out thing, which I think some people don't like, because then you're learning out loud. But I think it's better to call it out and say like, I don't know how to do this, and it's new.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So who would your target audience be? Who do you serve?
We primarily support counselors, physiotherapists. So the paramedical services is like our primary audience.
Wow. Okay. That's a cool niche though, because you know, you deal with all the different personalities of it all, the different businesses, the personalities, the thoughts of it all, lots of thinking.
Yeah. Lots of feeling. In their websites too. You have to really get across the feeling of it all, especially for counselors.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What has been that like as far as the transformation of their SEO, of their brand, all of that? Talk about a transformation you've had for one of your clients.
Well, it's funny. You mentioned in the very beginning, people who are struggling to pitch themselves. I find a lot of the times we don't think of it the same way, but your website needs to do the same thing you do in a minute to a person. And we forget that. And we think we have all this time to explain our website. So most of the time when we come in, one of the first things we do is like, who do you serve? Who are you talking to? And if like people are, I want to get AI recommendations. AI can only recommend you if it knows what you do and who you do it for.
Yes.
So we have to do that on our website. So we have, we work with a sleep consultant. She's been a really good one, and really focusing on the age-based needs on her website. So all of the content that she has was just general, more like, I do sleep consulting. Your kids need to sleep at this amount of time. And we really started focusing on like newborn, 3 to 6 months, and then 18-month and toddler, and how that looks. After moving her content into these age-focused buckets, she also paired it with ads. So I do have to call that out right now, but because SEO is slow, but pairing pieces together, we significantly increased her monthly bookings. She doubled her revenue in 3 months. She had never done ads before. So it was a really big one. And she was just a 2-person practice.
Talk through ads for the person that may be watching right now, and they're like, I know about ads, but I don't even know where to start. What does that look like? Because there's so much to ads. If you got a budget, what is your daily budget? Blah, blah, blah. So kind of talk through that.
Yeah. So I think you should start ads when you feel confident in what you're currently selling and it's selling organically well, and now you need more of that thing. So a lot of people think I need to start ads because I'm not selling or I'm not doing well. And ads are not the place to test things because you're spending money to do that. So instead, it's more about making sure you know what you're doing, who you're doing it for, and then we essentially just put the ads on top to turn it up. So say you want more practitioners to join your practice. Essentially what you would be doing is filling their calendars with your new ad, with your ads. And I wouldn't start ads until you feel confident and comfortable spending the money consistently. They're not something that's really good to turn on and off over and over again.
I agree.
To learn. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Because that, if it's not working, then you're just wasting money if it's not working. So I agree.
And they also need time. So they're not like SEO where you need a year, but you do still need a month or two for them to even learn. And a lot of the times people will run them the first month and go, oh my gosh, they're not working. We have to turn them off. I don't have this budget. If you feel that way, you're not ready for ads yet.
Absolutely. Talk through SEO for the person that may be watching and they're like, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. What is SEO and what does that do for my business?
Yes. SEO is search engine optimization. So it's optimizing your website to show up on a search engine. So that could be Google, Bing, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, even social media now is a search engine. And SEO is really defining your message and making sure that your site talks to these different search platforms in the way that they need them to say the certain things that it says so that it can pick up what you're actually trying to say. I've been doing SEO for 12 years. It's my love language.
And how can proper SEO generate qualified leads, in your opinion?
So when we're thinking of doing really good SEO, going back to that idea of pitching yourself and really making sure it's super clear who you work for, who do you want to fill out the contact form on your website? Who do you want to book with you next? And SEO, a good SEO, will help you make sure that's clear on your website. And make sure that while that's clear, you're also doing all of the best practice pieces to show up properly on Google or ChatGPT, because they have different ways that they show your information. So technically making sure your website is sound and then making sure you're also saying the thing you need to say.
Can a person be too niche for SEO, or should you be, to the degree of being a little too niche for SEO?
That's a hard question to answer, because I think you have to decide where you want your clients to come from. So when it comes to being niche for SEO, 100% I do think you do. So saying if you're a counselor, for example, saying I work with women who have anxiety, that's very broad. It's very, very broad.
Very much so.
If you say I work for women who have high stress careers and are struggling with anxiety and depression, that's a bit more specific. That's a good niche. We can talk to that person. If you are pre or postpartum moms in the 6 months before, 6 months after they just had a child, that is a very specific person. That's a good niche. There are niches out there that are hard to do search for. But if we're thinking of, like, if you told your friend what you did and they went into a room and told someone else what you do, and it's very clear, Google's starting to work more like this. AI works like that. So if it needs to recommend you, it can't recommend you if you work with everybody, because then there's somebody better to do the job than you. So when it comes to your SEO, we do need to be pretty niche. Even if you're multiple niches, we just need to define them very clearly in different parts on your website to make sure that if someone is looking for exactly who you are and they fit, then that is how you would make it. You do want to be pretty niche.
And as far as the SEO part of it, so, of course, anyone can Google, a specific, topic, whatever, and they'll look up businesses, and the businesses will be kind of that top. How does a person get to that top, the top of the page when, if they're doing a search, I say someone that makes cookies in Dallas. I'm in Dallas. I'm just throwing it out there. and they do a Google search on that, and there's a list of people that make cookies in Dallas. How can a business owner get to that top of the list if the Google search comes up?
Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into going up, but my short and clear and sweet answer to that is being the best answer to the question the person asked to get there.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So good. So good.
And it's more about quality content now too, because SEO 2 years ago, if you had asked me that question, I would have told you all this technical stuff about it. But the internet is getting better at parsing out data and really understanding what we're looking for, because they have so much. Like if you think of Google or even ChatGPT, we talk to them quite a lot, actually knows a lot about us, and it remembers those pieces. So when it's creating searches for you, it's not just creating searches off of one keyword anymore. It's got this whole network of concepts behind it. And this is how AI is building out search more, where if you're asking a cookie recipe question and it knew that you clicked something, it's got history on you. So it knows that you clicked something before, it's going to give you different and better answers. So just because you can be number one for everybody, but sometimes you can be number one for the right person too, even when you're not 100% number one.
Gotcha. Back to ads. For someone that may be a beginner, they're clear on their message, all the things. What would that budget look like? Daily budget per se for a beginner that's kind of getting out there? What is kind of a recommendation?
I recommend so it depends on whether you hire someone or you're doing it yourself. So we, looking at say Meta ads versus Google ads.
Yeah.
If you're doing Meta ads and you're not hiring anybody, you can be a little bit lower because you don't have to pay someone and then cover the cost of paying them. So if you're paying an external party for your ads, your budget's going to be higher because we want to make sure you're making what you're paying and some.
Gotcha.
So if you were paying someone, I would say your budget's $1,000 plus a month would be a comfortable starting place for ads. If you are not paying someone, you could start with $350 to $500 if you're learning yourself. And it's really kind of the trade-off of, do you want to pay to learn or do you want to pay someone else a higher amount not to learn?
Hey, in a nutshell, I love that. In a nutshell, what'd you say? Get someone else to do it. What is next for Tianna and this amazing marketing company?
I have a book coming out in
January.
Yeah.
Book.
So that would be a big one. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about the book.
It's all about search marketing, but reframing how you think of the way people use the internet.
Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear about it. When do we have a time frame on when this will be out? Or are we still working through that?
So I'm hoping January. It's final edit stage. We're doing the cover design. I think I've picked a title, but I can't share it yet.
Right. Yeah. Give me that. Yeah.
It has been a journey. So if anybody's listening and they want to write a book, it takes way more of your soul than you think it does. So
that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I've been back and forth about the book. I'm with you. Yeah. I'm like, do we want to go there? Do we not want to go there? Just saying. So I understand. So how long has the journey been? I'll ask that question.
So if it comes out in January, it's been almost 2 full years.
My gosh, you'll be happy. You're gonna probably just have a sigh of relief once it's like you've handed it off officially. You're like, no more edits. You're like, here, take it. That's when you're gonna be like, and when it's actually launched, people can see it. I don't know if you're doing
I have it in my hands.
Yes. That's going to be just a sigh of relief for you. So, hey, congratulations in advance.
Yeah.
So we have a future bestseller on our hands, guys. Make sure you remember that face. See, she agrees. She's like, yes. Yes, you should.
Yeah.
So, biggest breakthrough in your business in 2026?
I went from being my own employee to the actual boss this year. And that was a big, hard move. Anyone who's
No.
doing it understands. I went from doing the work to managing the people who do the work, which is a very big, huge piece of, you internally have to grow a lot. You externally have to grow a
Yes.
lot. It was, there were some realizations there and just so many things that happen all at once. But that has been, I think that to break it down, the biggest breakthrough was realizing that growth was happening, that I was a little bit afraid of it, and then still stepping into it anyways.
Wow. Wow. And then to kind of, I don't think it hit you immediately. I bet you that took some time for it to hit. You're like, okay, we're not in this space. We're not in this space anymore. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. Hey, you have a team. You taught somebody today to go get a team. It's okay. You don't have to do it all.
You don't. And it's okay to have people doing it, and it's okay to not be the person doing it. Because I think a lot of times we start a business and we think we always have to do it. And sometimes you do grow past the point where, and you're allowed to choose to do that or not do that. And it's whatever you feel is more comfortable.
Absolutely. Let everyone know how you can be followed.
Yeah. So I am very active. I'm pretty active on LinkedIn, but I'm very active on Instagram. So at SMB Marketing School. I love questions about SEO or ads. If you're not sure if you even should be doing them, feel free to send a voice note. I could talk about this stuff for hours.
Of course. Thank you, Tianna, so much. Hey guys, I hope you took notes. Ads, SEO, hey, AI. She even talked about AI being a search engine. And it's crazy now because when you do a search now, Claude especially, now links that it's being attached to are showing up. So yeah, stay tuned. I guess I was telling someone the other day, marketing in itself, has changed drastically, I say, over the course of the past few years. What used to work 2 years ago, last year, 6 months ago, so much has changed and transpired. You have to always, be creative these days, and especially with you even just said it yourself, just with SEO. There once was a time where SEO was just, it was just working along, and now you're like, nope. So things have changed. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for being here and just, schooling us today. I told you guys that's what she was going to do. And so I hope you guys took some gems from what Tianna had said. Make sure you follow her and connect with her to learn more about her brand and how she can be of service to you. And make sure to subscribe to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. And we will see you guys next time. Have an amazing rest of your day, guys. Thank you.